Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute crochet round vase along with these elegant tulips. If you're a beginner, don't worry, I'll keep everything really simple and easy to follow. Before we start, let's talk about our materials. I'm using cotton yarn for this project. I've chosen green for the base, cream for the middle and blue for the top. And for our flowers, we'll be making them in a mix of pink, off-white and green. As for tools, I'll be using a 3 mm crochet hook. You will also need a tapestry needle, a stitch marker, scissors, craft wire for making the leaves, and stem for the flower. We also need some polyfill for stuffing and a bit of glue to keep everything secure. To make the vase, we are going to crochet small balls that will be stacked together. We'll need 7 green balls for the foundation, 6 green balls for the middle section, and 6 blue balls to finish the top. To make the ball, we will start with a magic ring and work 6 single crochet into it. So to start, make a magic ring and chain 1. Now do 6 single crochet into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 4, 5, 6. Now close the ring. Make sure it is closed tightly and do a slip stitch into the first single crochet. For the second round, chain 1 and do 6 increases. That means 2 single crochet into 1 stitch. Mark the first single crochet using a stitch marker. 1 more single crochet into the same stitch. That is the first increase. Second increase. Third increase. Fourth increase. Fifth. And sixth increase. To close the round, remove the stitch marker and do a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Also make sure that the ring is closed tightly. Now for the next round, chain 1, 1 single crochet into the first stitch and an increase into the next stitch. Increase means 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. So that is the pattern. 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet into the next. And increase. Again 1 single crochet and an increase into the next. Repeat the same, 1 single crochet and an increase. Again 1 single crochet and an increase. Once the round is complete, do a slip stitch into the first stitch. So total we have got 18 single crochet. So for the next round we are going to do 18 single crochet. To start with, chain 1 and do 1 single crochet into each stitch. Now chain 1 and do a single crochet into the first stitch. Mark the stitch using a stitch marker. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 18. Now remove the stitch marker and do a slip stitch into the first stitch. So we are going to do the same for the next 2 rounds. So we are going to do the same for the next 2 rounds, that is 1 single crochet into each stitch. So I'll meet you after completing the 5th and 6th round. To close the 6th round, do a slip stitch and it's done. So this is how it will look after completing the 6th round. For the 7th round, chain 1 and do a single crochet into the first stitch and then a decrease. For the decrease, insert your hook into the front loop of the next 2 stitch and do a single crochet. 1 single crochet and a decrease. This is the pattern for this round. 1 single crochet and a decrease. Once that round is complete, we'll do a slip stitch to close the round. Before we close it completely, stuff it with some polyfill so it holds its round shape. Then chain 1 and do 6 decrease for the last round. 1, mark it with a stitch marker and do 5 more decreases. 2, 'Once that round is complete, do a slip stitch into the first stitch. And our ball is almost ready. Now leave a long tail and fasten off. To close this small opening, we will use a tapestry needle. So insert the needle through the front loop. 2, 3 and 6. Now pull it to close and weave in the ends. Now fasten off. And ta-da! Our first bowl is ready. It looks perfect and holds its shape beautifully. You will need to make 18 more balls using this exact same pattern. For the tulips, I'm using off-white yarn. So start with the magic ring and do a chain. Into the magic ring, do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Close the ring tightly and do a slip stitch into the first stitch to finish the round one. This might be now chain 1, and for the second round we'll do 6 increases. That's 2 single crochet in each stitch. Also remember to use the stitch marker. First increase is done. Second increase, third increase, fourth increase, and it is last 6th increase, and slip stitch into the first single crochet. For the third round, do chain 1 single crochet into the first stitch and an increase into the next stitch. That means 2 single crochet in one stitch. Mark the first single crochet and let's continue. 1 single crochet and increase. 1, 2. Again. So here we are. To close the round, do a slip stitch into the first stitch. So for the fourth round, we'll start with the chain 1 and do 1 single crochet into the first stitch second single crochet into the next stitch. Make sure to mark the stitch using first stitch using stitch marker. So we did 2 single crochet. Now we are going to do an increase into the next stitch. So the pattern for this round is 2 single crochet and 1 increase. 1, 2 and an increase. This is a final increase for this round. Now to close the round, remove the stitch marker and do a slip stitch into the first single crochet. We have finished our increases and you can see the base of the flower is ready. Now we are going to do just 1 single crochet into each stitch. So for the next round, chain 1 and do a single crochet into the first stitch. Make sure to mark it with the stitch marker. Now continue with the pattern. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16, 17 and 18. Now do a slip stitch into the first single crochet and close the round. Since this pattern repeats for the next 7 rounds, I'll meet you back once I have completed the 12th round of this tulip. Here I am. To close the round, do a slip stitch and fasten off, leaving a long tail. Before we shape this into a finished tulip, we need to secure the stem. Take your stem and attach it to the base of the flower like this, through the center. Yes, I'm using a little bit of glue to make sure it stays perfectly in place and doesn't wobble. Now that the stem is set, let's give our flower some life. Fill it with some polyfill, stuff it properly, make sure it is filled enough. Now we have to shape the flower. This is the most satisfying part. Using your tapestry needle, we are going to stitch across the opening. By pulling the yarn through points like this, we can create the shape of petals. Take your time here to make sure the shape is even. It is almost done. Now weave in the ends and fasten off. And there we go. A tulip is ready. Make sure to make 2 or 3 tulips for your vase. Now for the leaves, do a slip stitch and chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18, 19, and 20. Here I'm using a craft wire to shape the leaf. Insert the craft wire and do a single crochet into the second stitch from the hook. One single crochet, and next a half double crochet into the next stitch. Half double crochet. Next one double crochet. We are going to do 14 more double crochet into each stitch. 2, 3, 4, 14 double crochet and 15. So we are done with 15 double crochet. Now we are going to do one half double crochet into the next stitch. Into the last chain we are going to do 3 single crochet into the same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have to do the same to the next side of the leaf. For that, do a half double crochet, if you want you can adjust the wire. Next we are going to repeat the same, that is 15 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3, 4, 5, 14, and 15. Now one half double crochet and single crochet into the next stitch. Now do a slip stitch into the first single crochet, do one more slip stitch and fasten off. Yes, our leaf is ready. You can shape it like this. Yeah, it is looking good. Next we have to assemble the flower and the leaves together. So for that I'm wrapping the green yarn around the stem and attaching the leaf. And finish it off with some glue at the end of the stem and fasten off. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you followed along and made your own tulip set, please tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see your color combinations. Before you go, if you found this tutorial helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to like and comment if you enjoy the video. It truly helps more than you know. Happy crocheting, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome back to my channel.